Welcome to Friday on Thursday. That's how we do it here at WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. This is Rob Meyer with my co-host today, Patrick Cahill. Hello, Pat.
Hello, Meyer.
On the other side of the glass, we have Chris DePiro.
Hello, Rob.
And, of course, the Don, the Godfather, the Captain of WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org, the one, the only, John Placchino.
Hello, Rob.
I got up today, Chris.
Thank God.
And I said, yeah, that's number one. That's the first thing you got to do.
Sometimes it's the hardest.
I hate getting up in the morning.
Yeah, it's tough.
I heard you got up very early.
You know what? I've woken up every day that I've been alive. Right? and I still haven't gotten used to it. I don't like it.
Some people never get used to it.
I'm just not a morning person. Mm-hmm. And then at night, I don't want to go to sleep. You don't want to wake up in the morning, don't want to go to bed at night. Mm-hmm. Always been like that.
Tough combination.
My son kept waking me up in the middle of the night last night. He doesn't like... I get it, too. He wakes up in the middle of the night, then he doesn't want to go back to sleep, which is not good, but I get it. But then he wants to wake everybody else in the house up. Unbelievable.
Not fair.
What I'm gonna start making him do chores. You want to get up in the middle of the night? We're gonna paint the garage. But Daddy, I don't have a garage. Now you got to get a garage too. It's the middle of the night. Where are you gonna find one of those? You can't go down to the Quick Check and pick up a garage, Pat.
You're right.
He's a good kid though. He's 7. Smart as a whip. Can't tie his shoes, but nobody's perfect.
I think now's the time to get him working, man.
I couldn't agree more. He's a cute kid. My daughter, too. And I've told my wife many times, these kids should be modeling. They really should be. I was a model as a kid. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh, you can tell.
I was the stand-in for the milk carton pictures. Yeah. When they started all that, they would use... But they did a test, and what they had to do was they had to figure out what's going to interest the people. And they would put my picture on the back of the milk carton. And what they found is 2 things, interestingly enough. Number one, not only did it not increase awareness about missing children, milk drinkage went down 15-20%. And it may also have been the time when people started developing an aversion to lactose. It's really not. It was me.
Okay.
I wasn't a great kid, John.
Why not?
You know, it's tough being a kid, right? I grew up in West New York.
Right. That's tough in itself.
It was. I loved it, but you know, I was born in Jersey City.
Okay.
I moved to West New York when I was 6 years old, 1980.
Right.
Chubby, redhead kid. I was like a minority.
You were.
And it was a great way to grow up, but it was like a real culture shock at 6 years old.
Yep.
You didn't look like anybody else, right?
I did not. Mm-hmm. I did not. It was tough for me, John, for a long time. Mm-hmm. I didn't speak Spanish, and a lot of the other kids did. So kids naturally want to break each other's chops, but now, on top of it, they could speak in the secret code, Spanish.
Which you had no...
Could not speak it at the point.
Yeah.
You know, so they would just be over there saying stuff and erupt in laughter, looking at me. I knew it was about me. That's when I started building this wall, John, layer after layer. Some people call, oh, Mr. Meyer, he's so funny. Crying on the inside. WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. Yeah, that's right. I remember one time I was walking up to school, number 4 school in West New York, and I heard, oye. That's what I heard. I heard, oye,
Gringo.
oye, gringo rubio. And I didn't know they were talking about me, Pat. I kept walking. Oye, oye, gringo. Gringo rubio. And I turn around, and it's John Placchino.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you probably don't remember this. I remember it. And I said, sir, what are you doing? He said, I'm practicing my Spanish. Now, if you don't mind, just keep walking, and I'm going to continue to yell, Oye, Gringo Rubio! It was sad. But then I learned something about myself, John.
Okay.
I learned that humor can be a weapon. WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. Friday on a Thursday.
One
Thursday.
day before break.
Yes, that's right. We're
Couple
going
hours before break.
couple of hours before break. Today's a big day, John,
It is.
because
Getaway day.
Getaway Day. That's right. At 1:15 in the coffee house, in the Black Box Theater, there's gonna be a coffee house, and we're gonna have the All-Star Teacher Band
I heard.
is gonna be playing, and it's quite a lineup. On guitar, Dr. Joe Giamarella.
Okay.
On lead guitar, the chef Peter Turo.
Wow.
On bass, Hot Rod Shepard.
Wow.
On keyboards, Scott Killian. And on drums, they couldn't find anybody else. They're going to let me play the drums, John.
I did not know you played the drums.
That's right, I do.
Oh, I used to play the drums.
In the Pyramids.
In the pyramids.
And I've gone
And
back.
it fell down. The pyramids fell down.
Well,
Yeah.
it didn't last as long as
It
the other
didn't last
pyramids.
that long.
That's for sure. But the pyramids, I've actually done a lot of research on the pyramids. And we actually found somebody who's a big fan
Of the pyramids.
of the pyramids, and she knew you. And we're going to actually call into her right now.
All
yeah.
right.
Her name is Annette Danello. Do you remember Annette Danello, John?
Annette,
Annette Danello.
I do not
Let's
know.
call her up right now. Hold on one second. Let's get on the line here.
Funicello, I knew.
All right, hold on. Hello? Is this Annette Danello? Yeah. Annette, this is Rob Meyer, WHIT Radio, WHIT. Oh my God, yes, that's right. Is John there? Hold on, Annette. Hold on one second. We want to paint the whole picture here. We're on the phone right now. Annette Danello. Is that your maiden name? Never been married. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Annette, you actually got to see the pyramids play. My mother gave me 75 cents. We were living in Union City. My friend Ashley said she just saw this band, the Pyramids. Okay. She said the music's all right, but wait till you see this drummer.
Oh,
Right,
gosh.
really? She said, wait till you see the drummer. I said, oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So what happened next? I took the bus, took the 87 up to Cliffside. We went to a place called the Stardust Lounge. I used to be up there. And there was a band Spirit that was going to play.
Oh,
We weren't there to see. Is John still around?
barely.
Oh, Annette, I have a surprise for you today. Because we have John is currently. Oh my God!
Annette.
Johnny Placino. Oh. John, when I saw you play those drums, it was just something else.
Yeah.
I almost wish like I was the snare. Wow.
You
So-
sound like you never recovered, Annette.
It was just like magic. Really? And now, were you a big fan of drum? Well, I dated Buddy Rich for a while.
Oh,
Really?
boy.
You dated Buddy Rich?
Oh, you go way back.
That's how I got into the drummers.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
John,
I was nothing like Buddy Rich, that's
Jo-
for sure.
John, before John, they used to just call the thing that the guy said in a drum chair. But after he took the drums, they started calling it the drum throne. Because he was like a king
Hi.
sitting up on those drums.
Hi.
Really? And that, wow.
Yeah.
He really left a mark. He did.
Are you still in Cliffside Park?
I'm still in Cliffside Park now. We went to go see him. It was great. And we left before Spirit came. I didn't want to see that Spirit.
You don't want to see Spirit?
I didn't want to see that Spirit.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to see the Pyramids. And they were supposed to do an encore. And they never came back out.
They wouldn't let us.
I
Annette.
waited and waited.
Well, Annette, they wouldn't let us.
Well,
in the
who wouldn't
contract.
let you? Yeah.
It was in the contract.
So
we
that-
could only play 20 minutes. Spirit had to have an hour and a half. Yeah.
Well, they had it, and it was
Yeah.
miserable for me.
Oh, all right.
So I came back the next week.
Uh-huh.
No pyramids.
No pyramids.
I said, "Where's the pyramids?" They broke up.
Happens, Annette. It happens. It happens.
They broke up. Annette, calm down. You're on the radio, WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. You're getting very upset. So what happened then, Annette? You just went on with your life, I imagine. I wish I could. I found out from a friend of mine that Hot Rod Johnny P, that's what they used to call, well, that's what I called him, was going out to school in FDU. Were you going to college, Annette? I was. I was going to the normal school down on Kennedy Boulevard. Now they call it, I think, Jersey City State College. Used to be known as the normal school. I don't know why they let me in.
Did they ever have something called the abnormal school?
Is that... What?
Well,
Annette, don't worry about it,
Go
Annette. That
ahead,
was
don't worry
hilarious,
about
John.
it.
You're insulting the poor woman. Your biggest fan.
I just didn't know. I mean, I don't know how it was called a normal.
So,
I mean,
Annette,
there had to be an abnormal.
Annette, you must have graduated from college and went on to have a great life and raise a family. Unfortunately, no. I stopped going to classes.
Sorry to hear that, Annette.
I took the 139 out to FDU in Teaneck. And I would walk around those hallowed halls of the Metropolitan campus, hoping to see Hot Rod Johnny P. And I saw you one day. You probably don't remember. I remember. Annette, relax. You're live on the radio, WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. I saw him, and I yelled out to him, "Johnny!" And he kept walking. And I walked up to him again. I said, "Johnny, what happened to the pyramids? What happened to the pyramids?"
Oh, God.
And he looked at me, and he popped his collar up. Popped up his collar. And he said, "Doll, get over it."
Sounds like something I would say. Sorry, Annette. Annette, sorry.
Annette.
I've repented, Annette.
Annette, relax.
I've said, I'm sorry.
Annette. Okay, well, Annette, I'm sorry this didn't work out for you the way you wanted it to.
Annette,
John,
what happened the rest of your life? What did you do with it?
I've been waiting to talk to you one more time.
Annette, you wasted your life. Annette.
And I'm going to tell you something. Sorry, Annette. We had to hang up on Annette. Whoa. It's getting hot there.
All right. Terrible.
Now, John, was this typical that you would have fans following you around and...
No. Really, the pyramids had a very short run. But obviously, we left Annette in disarray.
Well, Annette Danello out in Cliffside, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Annette.
What we are going to send you is an 8x10 autographed picture of Hot Rod Johnny P. John Patino.
Oh, boy.
Autographed.
She'll probably burn it in effigy.
I hope not.
Effigy, whatever that is.
Effigy.
Effigy. Notice why I can't become an English teacher, so this is why.
Yeah, a couple of things are going to bar you. Hespa. All right. That was great. Yeah. I love having the ability to call people. Sorry, Annette.
Sorry.
John's, when you're a big-time rocker, John, you're going to break some hearts. That's the bottom line.
My cousin broke some hearts. Frankie and the Knockouts.
Frankie and the Knockouts.
Really? They had a hit song. And
really?
Yes,
and they were from
back in the 50s.
They were from Bergenfield as well.
They were from the area.
Don't be why are you being so coy?
I don't know them that well. He was an older cousin, kind of a second cousin, but they had.
And he wouldn't let you be the drummer in his band.
Absolutely not. Frankie and the Knockouts.
What was their big hit?
I'm trying to think. It was Denise. I think the name of the song was Denise. Back in the 50s. So we have to look that up.
Can we find on YouTube Johnny and the Knockouts?
Yeah. Frankie and the Knockouts.
Frankie and the Knockouts. And Denise. So, John, what do you got on tap for spring break? Because I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
My schedule just cleared up.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Holly's taking the kids down to her parents for the week.
Okay.
Spend some time with Grandma and Grandpa.
Where's
So-
she going?
Her parents live in Monroe, New Jersey, John.
I've been there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
You don't like Monroe?
Not a big fan of
Not a
Monroe.
big- Do they live in one of those
They do.
55 pluses?
Uh-huh.
Big
I don't
fan
mind
of
that so much.
Right.
That's fine. But Holly has a sister,
Right.
my sister-in-law,
I know about them.
Eileen,
Yes.
right? So they lived in Union for years.
Right.
That's where they lived.
Mm-hmm.
We lived in West New York, right?
Right.
And then we lived in East Rutherford.
Mm-hmm.
From, say, when I met Holly, 1996 until last year. How many times, John, do you think Holly went out to Union to visit them? And how many times do you think they came to West New York or East Rutherford to visit her?
0 times to East Rutherford.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
It was about,
was
if
le-
I
it was
if I
more-
did a ratio, it was about 100 to 1.
100 to 1.
Poor Holly would always have to get in the car
Go
and drive
down
out
to
by
Monroe.
them.
Right.
Well, to Union.
To Union.
Now, the mom decided to move out to Monroe.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. Beautiful 55 and over community. They have a golf
Right.
course,
Right.
right? They have a, I don't know, stuff people 55 and over like to do.
Right.
You know, play bridge, whatever it is they're doing down there.
Shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
Bingo.
They have an arcade,
Arcade. Bingo.
classic arcade games.
Scrabble.
So that was fine.
Yeah.
But then the sister decides that she is going to move to Monroe too. Because, John, and this is a secret, I shouldn't be talking about this. The sister and the mother, they're like this.
They're close.
Oh, they're very close.
Tight.
Super tight.
Right.
And the mother still has not forgiven Holly for dating me. That's the truth.
Dating, not just the marriage.
For having
thing.
anything to do with
Right,
me. Because
right.
what happened, see what it is, I was sort of a late bloomer, John.
Right.
So when Holly met me, I was still sort of young looking. I was 21, and I was sort of in between jobs and school. You know, I really wasn't working. I was delivering pizza, but that was it.
So she didn't think it was much of a catch.
She thought Holly got hooked up with a loser.
Right.
With a loser.
And little did she know she didn't.
No, she was right, but you know.
No, she was not right.
So, you know, and then Holly and I, we were in love, John. We're two young people in love.
21.
1996.
What was in the air? Was it springtime?
Matchbox 5 playing on the
Right.
radio. You know, it was springtime. It was October, actually. Yeah,
you-
we've been together for 1996. That's a long time.
What are we going?
You're talking
on?
17 years.
Wow.
I'm only 38.
I know.
That's a big percentage of my life.
So you've been with her for a
Long time, almost 50%.
2 children.
Yes, and then we moved in together. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. We moved in together, John, about 8 months after we started going out, which was really fast. And the parents did not like that. So we were moving stuff out of the apartment. I remember this day like it was yesterday. Moving stuff out. Holly was living in Union.
You were in love.
We were in love. It was very exciting. We were moving to West New York.
Exciting in itself.
Parents did not like
Right.
that.
Right.
Her parents did not like that, John. They said, look at my daughter moving in with this guy. No job, no school. They're moving to West New York to a basement apartment. Oh, am I boring you, Pat? Pat's yawning. I'm sorry, Pat. I'll try to make it a little more exciting. And then, they never really accepted me. That's the bottom line. Now,
And how long you been married now?
we've been married for 10 years.
Wow.
Still no acceptance?
No acceptance.
Now they want to accept me. But guess what? That
Too late.
ship, that
Too
ship,
late.
that ship has sailed.
Good for
The
you.
window has closed.
The window has closed. You want to think I'm a loser? Fine, that's what I am. WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. Our show's almost coming to an end, Chris. Is this the case? It's almost fourth period.
Yeah, it's almost. But
What?
you could keep going.
All right, hold
we
on.
don't
Yeah,
have
I'm going to
two-
keep going
We
because
don't
I
have
just
2 Johns and a Joe.
I
today.
just got a text from Holly.
Right.
Hold on 1 second. I got a text from Holly saying, "Are you kidding me?" So let's see.
Are
I'm
you
not
what?
kidding. I was hurt.
Hi, you've reached Holly. I'm not here right now.
unbelievable.
Leave me a message.
Pick
All
up,
right.
Holly.
Is she watching right now?
She's she's watching on WHITradio.org along with thousands of other people.
Thousands, tens of thousands.
And, you know, I was upset by it. Let's see. She's not going to pick up.
Hi, you've reached Holly.
Unbelievable. Holly, I know you're listening.
It's embarrassing.
It is. Holly, why don't you call in? 201-854-8224, WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. Maybe we can call the sister. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. I think I know her number. Holly, if you don't call in within 20 seconds, I'm going to call Eileen on her cell phone. That's what we're going to do. Hold on 1 second. All right, we're going to wait. Counting to 20. Everybody, the audience out there, I want everybody silently to count to 20.
1.
Silently, John.
Oh, dead air on.
Dead air. No, that's how we roll. Hold on 1 second.
Open up the room?
Yeah, go open the room.
Okay, we're going to try calling Holly again. Here we go. Oh,
The number you...
she disconnected her phone altogether. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's see. Holly, not happy. All right. Let's see. Please, Holly. We have Holly's texts. Rob, I am not happy. Are you kidding me? Stop now. All right. I didn't finish the story. Because I was going to go on to say that eventually I realized that all of Holly's family were just completely awesome. Maybe they're some of the most wonderful people I've ever met. Mm-hmm. Let's get Holly on the line one more time, John. Hold on. Calling Holly Meyer.
Hi, you've reached Holly.
Okay.
I'm not here right
not
now.
Going to happen. So anyway, I'm free next week, John. Now I'm really free. It was a bit that Holly was going to take the kids down to our parents, but it's probably going to be the case now,
So
which
you're gonna
means
be free all week.
my schedule is wide open.
All right. Meet me
schedule-
in Toronto.
Oh, well, that's what I was getting at.
Meet me in Toronto.
And I'm not going to meet you.
Right.
I got 2 words for you, Johnny.
What?
Road trip.
Road trip. Huh?
Yeah. What time are we leaving?
Well, you have to bring Annette Danello.
No, come on. Don't make a joke out of this. I'm dead serious now. I have nothing to do all of spring break.
All right.
So what time are we leaving and when?
We're leaving
I'll drive.
Sunday,
Leaving Sunday. What time?
midnight.
Wow.
We
You're one of those
drive at
guys.
night.
Night
We drive
driver.
at night.
Night driver. They
We're
made a
a
whole
night
show about
driver.
that with David Hasselhoff, no?
Right.
Night Rider.
Oh, that
Night
was Night Rider. Wrong show.
We have the beautiful Miss K in this.
Yes.
Miss
Natasha
K,
Gomez.
Natasha.
What's up, guys?
Famous.
What's up?
What's up, Natasha? Former WHIT student.
Yes, that's
Very
true.
exciting. Yeah, I remember.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org. You're listening to Mayhem Meyer Fridays on Thursday.
I think we have Sweetheart by Frankie. Is this them, Joe?
Is this it, John?
Frankie in the knockout.
Yeah.
Frankie and the Knockout. This is John's cousin.
Oh, get out, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Woo! These guys inspired Steely Dan. Guess you didn't know that, John.
Oh. I remember their hit, Sweet Lorraine. That was
Sweet
the name
Lorraine.
of their hit.
Stand by.
Back in the 50s, we combined Sweet Lorraine.
What was his name?
Frankie.
Wait,
Frankie.
This is not 50s music.
What?
No, this
What
is
we just heard-
70s.
This is totally like 70s, 80s, right?
No, Frankie was from the 50s.
So, but he
19,
got
but
known
he adapted because this sounds like Steely Dan.
Maybe
Yeah,
another
it does.
group. Maybe another group. Was it Frankie in the Knockouts?
Okay, we're getting to the bottom of this. WHIT Radio,
Sweet
WHITradio.org.
Sweet Lorrain is
Sweet Lorraine, Frankie and the Knockouts. All right. Fantastic. So, John, we're going to leave Sunday night. I'll drive.
okay.
Okay? And what are we going to do when we get up to Toronto? You have a hotel room already?
No,
You don't have a room yet?
we're gonna stay with my in-laws.
Oh, perfect. So we saved some money on the hotel room. That's great. What do you want to do when we get up there?
Uh,
I don't want to go to Niagara Falls. How many times?
they
Please.
have a
It's
great
big giant
zoo.
waterfall.
They have Toronto Zoo.
Okay, so we're
Great.
going to go to the Toronto Zoo. That sounds nice.
And they have the Casa de Loma, which is a haunted house there.
Really?
Yeah.
Spooky.
And they have the Rogers Center.
Yeah, I know the Rogers
The
Center.
Blue Jays play there.
Are you going to catch a ball game while you're up there,
I'm
John?
gonna try to catch a ball game. If
Toronto
they
Blue
play.
Jays looking good this year. Oh, you know, talking about sports, I tuned into the sports show yesterday with Sam.
MSG Lowdown?
Yeah, MSG Lowdown with Sam and Muhammad. Am I right?
Sam and Mohammed, right?
MSG Lowdown. Okay. And they took their opportunity. They have the airwaves, Natasha, to talk
Here?
about sport. Yeah, here, right at
Okay.
WHIT Radio, WHIT Radio. They have their opportunity to discuss sports and the like. And instead, they decide they're going to attack Mr. Meyer. You were here for this, Chris.
Yeah, I was.
And they called me out, and they said my show was no good, and I was a hack, and all this other stuff. What they don't realize is their show is called, what, John?
MSG Lowdown.
MSG Lowdown. I happen to be the person that brought MSG into this school to work with us, to partner up.
That's right.
I'm the advisor, the MSG advisor.
Where are they?
They come around, they call. I told them everything's fine. They don't have to come in all the time. But the bottom line is I have to sign off on any use of the MSG name within our school. Now, I don't remember ever giving permission for them to use the name MSG Lowdown for their show. So the deal, I'm going to make a deal with them. They can cease and desist using the name. That's option number one. And to continue to talk this trash about Mr. Meyer, none of it true. That's option number one. Option number two, they can keep the name, but the new name of the show is going to have to be... What's the name of the show now, John?
MSG Lowdown.
MSG Lowdown with Sam and Muhammad. That's the name of the show, right?
Yes.
Okay, if they want to keep the name of the show, the new name of the show has to be Rob Meyer Presents MSG Lowdown with Sam and Muhammad.
Okay.
That's my deal.
And what if they refuse?
Then I pull the name. Then it's going to be the Lowdown Show. And also, I'm going to put a cease and desist because the Knicks and the Rangers are property of MSG. They can't talk about them either. So they're going to have a blast. They can talk about cricket. You know, well, here are the sports that'll be available to them. Cricket.
PGA Tour, golf.
No, the LPGA.
Bowling.
Not even.
Not even bowling.
No. Quidditch. They can follow the school's local Quidditch team. And that'll be fine.
Club Quidditch.
Chris, can we take a 2-minute break? And we'll be right back here on WHIT Radio,
Sure,
WHITradio.org.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. We're going to take a 2-minute
Don't be
break,
too
and we'll be
far.
right back. Meyer Mayhem Friday on WHIT Radio, WHITradio.org on a Thursday. We'll be back in 60 seconds.